Joining me now at Post 9 to discuss the state of the consumer is Mickey Drexler, the former CEO of J.Crew and The Gap. He is now the chairman of Alex Mill. Awesome to have you back. Thanks for being here.
Nice to be here. Thank you.
So the prevailing narrative for the last, however many months you want to pick is that the consumer's great and hanging in, and that's been surprising to many. What do you see?
Well, I'm not sure who the consumer is. It's not great for a lot of people. I see up and down. Depends on what the goods are, who is selling it. Depends upon a lot of factors. I see more discounts around.
You do?
I see them. I go online, in preparation for this. I did a little homework.
All right, I appreciate that.
This one's business is good. And I say, well, what are the margins? But I think the consumer is consistently being told, wait till sale or go to TJ Maxx. It's today at that price. So I don't think it's so rosy out there.
Huh.
That's personal. It's all personal.
No, but I thought that inventory levels were finally under control, that because of that, the discounting was less.
Well, I'll tell you, the real issue is inventories might be under control, but what's the content of the inventories? And I've been there, many times where you got too much inventory. A little Alex Mill, I don't want to say it's little, it's growing nicely. But, when the inventory's not right, you have to discount. And right now, I love the 80-20 rule always, and I keep trying to push it. Take your 10, 15 best items, own them, and be famous. Assortment is dangerous if you're not picking right.
Well, that was your genius in the companies you used to run, right? That was the focus of your strategy.
Well, it's not genius, it's common sense. You walk into a supermarket today, cereals, there's 30 of them. Give me 5 good ones. Give me one person or two, not a huge group of people in an ad or in whatever.
Who stands out to you today who's doing it right? You look at what they're doing, and they're playing by the strategy that the legend says has to be the way it works.
I never like to compliment our competitors, but TJ Maxx, she's the best. Who's doing it right? Well, companies that consumers will say who's doing it right, and I think people have a point of view on their business of doing it right. And I know all the companies. I'm very picky, and doing it right to me also includes what do the goods look like. I see a lot of people doing great, and I'm trying to ask myself, but it's not my point of view, but they're doing great because they have their point of view.
Is Alex Mill mostly direct to consumer? Is that fair to say that?
Well, it is mostly because we have 2 shops. We don't have any investors because I've dealt with a lot of investors who are financial. And when it comes to looking at the goods, they look at it, they want to make the money. And look at most companies that are bought out, creative companies by a higher authority. They take the culture out of companies. In my experience, running Ann Taylor a million years ago, big bureaucratic department store took us over. And I had to leave, but I stayed 4 years to learn how to be the head of the company. But, it depends on the culture. Marriott buys St. Regis, this one buys that. I'm kind of anti-big. I'm not anti-nimble and anti-quick, but big, layers.
Speaking of that, I mean, are we still overstored? I ask you that in the context of I'm walking down the street the other day in a town, and there was a Lululemon store on the corner, and it's no longer there. And I was like, how is that possible for a brand like Lululemon?
Well, they're killing it. They're doing amazing. They have a monopoly on athletic wear, and they have to stay there. And
do they, or people just shop online?
No, I think they do. No, Lulu is an exception. They are a fierce owner of that space. People trust them. They know them. They're consistent. Someone said they were trying to do like street clothes, whatever that means, or stay with what you do. People are always, I've been guilty, look for another opportunity. The opportunity we have, or one has, is right there. It's right in front of you, and you don't have to go out and do something else. So, no, the store thing, I don't know much. They just have a lot of stores way overstored, because the consumer, in my opinion, they don't need so many choices. It's confusing.